Biafra is already getting massive support from every corners, every areas of this world. Every corners, I repeat, every areas of this world. And it will surprise you to know that the first and second part of it all is that Biafra is gaining massive wings to fly. For the past few days, there's been a hazokum. Should I call it hazokum? A word that people fail to understand. Remarkably undiluted and prolonged effect. I must say it with every full speed. And whatever I say in this part of the world should not offend anybody, because that is the only way each and everyone must prolong and proceed in the attitude of life. You see, we must consider some opera tendencies of what we do, of what we say, and the things we spread. And that's where the effectiveness will go from here. Now, the virtual support that we all receive is the actual sense of what we do in every corners, in every areas of our lives. And more importantly, whatever you do not say will virtually enrich so much. Is so much that one can do. Now, the truth here is very simple. More or like, we must process some effectiveness, and by so doing, everything must be spread in accordance of what we do. And that's where the whole process must begin. You see, I must say it and congratulate this very effectiveness and the effect of what we are pushing. Radically processed and more endowed in this whole positive sense that we preach. And by so doing, everybody will get to see the effectiveness of what we do. Yes. For so long, we must say this and say it peacefully, that we are now getting more international friendship. And even though they all fail to help us out to congratulate the most important things, let them understand that we cannot dwell on stuffs that does not make sense. This is just the beginning. The Finnish president, who is a good friend to Simon Ekpa, has ordered the immediate arrest of the two personnels who want to hand over Simon Ekpa to the Nigerian government. Hey! We are moving with the speed of light, and the speed is remarkably one of the best, if I must say. and with a very big continuation and positivity. We must understand the gateway that leads to our various achievements. We must be very focused, more like a big wave and a big procedure of what we do. The Finnish president has immediately ordered the arrest of each and every one of the personnel who decided to hand over Simon Ekpa to the zoo, and this punishment will follow immediately. I must say it with my full chest: Biafrans will be free in no time. In no time, most of you watch it happen. In no time, most of you will see that the true brains behind these victories are just the few Biafrans who refuse to be bought, who refuse to give up, who refuse to let the zoo take them into the wilderness. It has to be done the way it should be done. There's no two ways about it. It must happen the way it should happen. For verity and talks that is going on, we must help ourselves to consider and reconsider one of the biggest embrace. Yes, one of the biggest embrace. And that embrace is when Biafra is talking to Biafra. Wakati okitena na ajua ajujune gini kirife patara nde malize kuogu kafasi kuogu. A very big win. Biafran restoration, Biafran hormone, the very big energy that must be dealt with, and everybody is asking, who is beshielding the other? Who is fighting the other? Who is making the other feel the way it is? If we throw a large punch on this whole theory, we must help ourselves to demarcate one of the biggest possibilities. And that very possibility is restoring Biafra. So that when we restore the light and put it above the ground, everybody will get to see that we were not the ones at fault. Let me say this thing very clearly, because until now, no wala wala, wala no neku wala wala, they can't do anything to Simon Ekpa. They can't. They're going to try their luck. They're going to do their best. But one thing ensures that they can't do anything to Simon Ekpa. Because the earlier they understand that Simon Ekpa is a spirit that you cannot catch, the better for them. This is one good news I have come to spread to Biafrans. We will not give up, and victory is ours.